I am Mistress Suzanne, a reputable dominatrix and sex educator in Canada. So oftentimes I have clients who throw away their adult toys. In fact, this is very common because a lot of my clients are into sissy play and anal play, pegging, this sort of thing, and then they get ashamed and they think that they shouldn't be doing it, and they end up taking whatever toy that they bought and throwing it away. Or even they're playing in a hotel and they've bought a toy just for their night away and they leave it behind, and you know, they get horny, wife's out of town for a night, no toy. What do you do? So this video is a do-it-yourself adult toy making video, and I've been meaning to do this for a while. You just need a few household things. The best thing is a wooden spoon, although you can use other utensils, or what would you call them? Utensils, I guess, from the kitchen, as long as it is plastic and rounded. You don't want something that's metal and square. This is going to be the tip of the toy, and this is going to be the base of the toy, not the other way around, although it does seem like you could, but no. So now what you want to do is you're going to take the long socks, and of course I appropriately have socks that say "fuck it" on there because that's what you're going to be doing with this thing. So this is, you know, technically like a tube sock that a typical man would have. You're going to want to concentrate on starting it off around the tip, the head, okay? And just kind of put that over like this. And then you're just going to take the sock, and I know it's a do-it-yourself craft sort of idea. You're just going to wrap the sock around and around the handle, okay? Now, what you could do if you have several condoms, because you do need condoms are the best to use. You can use saran wrap, but I highly recommend going to a gas station, grabbing a package of condoms if you can. Simple. But saran wrap, obviously, it's going to be sort of self-explanatory. You're going to have to lay it down in the saran wrap and wrap the saran wrap around it. In this case, you're going to use the condom, which is going to be in the shape of the toy that you're trying to do anyways, right? So for somebody that's a beginner, you know, something like this is already substantial. So you're going to just put the condom over top of the sock now, like this. And oops, got it coming loose a little bit there. And you're just gonna again, you can kind of squish it in like I just did. You could squish it in, and as you see, I have a little hole there that the wooden spoon is showing. So I'm gonna just kind of squish it into shape, okay? And as you can see, we already have the shape that we're looking for here, right? Now, that is actually pretty soft on the end. So this could already, for a beginner, this would be perfect. Because you imagine as it's going in and out, it is somewhat shifting. The sock is somewhat shifting to sort of accommodate you, almost like a memory foam mattress. But then there are a lot of my clients who this would be, you know, like something that they started with 20 years ago. So in that case, you could have put two socks around. But either which way, you know, again, if that's too small, take a second sock, wrap it around. It's up to you how big you want to make this. So I'm going to take some of my little socks too. And, you know, I'm just going to show you what some of my clients would do. For them, they want big, very big. So you could literally go very big. Now, remember, I've already got one condom there, right, to make the initial shape. So now we've got something even bigger, and we're going to take another condom. This is where it gets tough, though. If you ever tried to put a condom over a very big thing, it's not as easy as it looks. In fact, I have a technique, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that on YouTube. There we go. Okay. So now we've got a nice big bulbous head, right? And actually my other sock, my little sock fell out. But that's okay. I was trying to show you the fact that you can go as big as you want. And again, with saran wrap, making something as big as you want, is actually almost kind of easier because you're just wrapping it around and around. So as you can see here, it looks kind of amateur, but it is. And look at that. You just avoided spending how much money? And having to run to the store and embarrass yourself, leaving something behind, throwing your money right out the window, right? Why? Because we've got this, right? So that is your do-it-yourself with a couple of household items toy making course. Toy making workshop with Mr. Suzanne. Yes, you can thank me later after you have a lovely evening. And don't forget, lube it up. Water-based lube is the best. If you don't have lube, you can use Vaseline, although you never use Vaseline, because in case you didn't know, Vaseline actually eats through condoms. Yes, facts. So if you're actually having penetration, do not use Vaseline, or you will be at full risk of any STIs, STDs, whatever you want to call them. Okay? Don't do that. But if it's just you and this lovely contraption that you've put together, MacGyvered together, then Vaseline is absolutely A-okay. So would coconut oil, so would olive oil. These things would be fine. Even vegetable oil if you want to go on the cheaper side, whatever. Lotion, you can do it too. Jergens, Aveeno, something basic, non-scented, preferably water-based, right? Don't go with a men's lotion that smells like Old Spice, because that is going to make things burn. Very much so. Because you're putting that into an open area that is being exposed, to perfumes and things like that, could result in a lot of discomfort, to say the least. So try to really get a lube if you can. And that is a quick, short little lesson on how to make your own toy when you have nothing around and you don't have any vegetables in the fridge. Kisses. Hope you enjoy.